What is up, everybody? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the Crawford Chronicles. I'm your host, PK, and as always, Homer Chris, who's back from vacay. We brought him back in, and we have Crawford Damas makes his return, fellas. How are y'all doing?
Yeah, man, doing pretty good. Back to being good old H-Town. It was nice to get a little break with the family. Did a nice little vacay. But at the end of the day, like I said, man, I'm glad to be back home, even though I'm not 100%. But hey, but what I do know is that I have to get the hell out of the country more often because apparently when I leave and I get out of H Town, all of a sudden the Astros catch fire. So maybe I'm the bad luck. So if I need to go on another out of country excursion, you guys let me know and I will take one for the team. But Browse, I know you got a vacay coming up. How's your week going so far? Really?
Yeah, there we go. No, sorry guys, I'm having a little bit of computer issues tonight. But anyway, yeah, no, and now I'm back. And anyway, yeah, this was great, man. Just keep in mind the last 6 games, I got them all right, every single one. So if you guys have been fading us, I don't blame you. But at the same time, I've gotten the last 6 games predicted correctly, win and loss. So the Crawford Damas is back. I said we were coming back 500, ready for that trade deadline, which I can't wait to talk about. And then on top of that, man, we've got the Rangers coming into town, and they lost today. I can't wait, man. This is going to be a good episode.
Yeah, no, man, it's good to have Chris back, and yeah, I'm so ready for tomorrow. Like I want today to be tomorrow because I'm so pumped for this series this weekend. But before that, man, let's get into the Angel series. We got a few things. Got some releases too. You're seeing some minor league releases on this roster. So we'll get into a few things, then we'll jump into the South Oklahoma Rangers coming in town and go from there. So look, man, you go into Anaheim on Monday, coming off of a series win against the White Sox, right? I think we were a little bit disappointed that we didn't get the sweep in Chicago, but you still won the series. And so we talked about, we talked about the last few series, man, like these series now, like you need to go in there thinking sweep the whole time. I mean, that's kind of where you're at in the season in order to get, back to 500, back up close to the lead up in your division. And they go to Anaheim and they get the sweep. And so now, like Bryles said, you ended last night a game out of first place. We were all Rays fans today. They beat the Rangers in their finale. So now we start the series tomorrow, half a game back with the Rangers. Big series. And Bryles, he nailed it, right? You're at 500. And, coming into the series, you're half a game back. And now you got the deadline looming on Monday. Dude, it's going to be a crazy weekend. And not just here locally, but all over the league. So let's go into this Angel series. You kicked it off on Monday. Boy. Well, I'll tell you what, Tatsuya Imai, dude. I don't know. I just don't. I don't freaking know. This cat goes 2/3 of an inning with like 4 walks and a balk, and I mean he only had 2 runs given up, and I came in late to that game, and so I messaged on X and I was like, okay, why is Imai not in and we're only down 2-0? And then the comments say ching 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 ching, walk, right? So Imai, yeah, dude, that was not the way. That was the second series in a row where your starting pitcher in game 1 of the series couldn't pitch out of couldn't go more than an inning because you had Arrighetti in Chicago getting hurt, and then now you had Imai. So, but Blue Lock comes in. I think from a pitching standpoint, the star of the game was the one that we call El Reptil. Mr. Christian Javier came in 5 innings of 3-hit baseball and 7 Ks. So, Chris, how much were you able to see of this while you were trying on Mickey Mouse ears this past week?
Well, to be honest with you, 100%, we were already back in time for this series. I did miss all of the White Sox series, but like crazy enough, even though I had my phone on airplane mode, I was still getting notifications. So I was still getting the updates on the White Sox series. But for this one, um, this was the game where they were down like 5. They were down like 2 or 3 runs, and then they got like a handful of runs in the ninth inning because the Angels made like 7 errors or something like that like that.
Yes, that's
I will
correct.
say this. As much as I joke around about, we call Imai I-45, and then I refer to him as I-45 from like 6 years ago on that stretch between Baybrook Mall and League City, where it took him 7 years to fix it. I will say this. I am going to tip my cap. I'm not actually going to, but I'm just going to say I'm going to, because I think Joe Espada is like done with Imai stuff. It's like, if you look like dog shit and you're 2 outs in the first inning, I'm going to come get you. So I know we all crap on Joe Espada. Everybody's like, okay, the first thing to get the Astros back on track is fire Joe Espada. I will say this, from what I've seen in this Angels series, especially, the game we're talking about, Espada, he's, even though he still makes a couple questionable calls, like I don't know if he's like basically maybe Dana Brown told him, hey, you're fighting for your job right now. I mean, because all of it, like he's kind of taken a different turn with the way that, because like the Joe Espada from like earlier in the season, Imai would have went 3 to 4 innings, and maybe that game's 7-0 instead of, I think Blue Ball ended up giving, 2 runs were given up by him. I think one of them was credited back to Imai. So instead of 4-0,
One by Blue Ball.
maybe it was 1. Okay, so instead of it being 3-0, it could have been 6-7-0, right? I forgot where I was going with that, but I will say this. I think what they should do from now on is back in the day when the Astros were hot garbage, the Astros did a lot of piggybacking back in those days. So I'm thinking basically what you do now, because like what it kind of looks like to me, they're still kind of slowly stretching out Christian Javier as well. I think you just piggyback them. The next game you give Javier the first 4 innings or 3 innings. If Javier struggles, then you put in Imai, or you flip flop it, or you basically tell Imai, listen, if you look like shit within the first 2 innings, we're not playing that. We're going Javier. Now, I did see something. I know I'm kind of jumping ahead, which I'm sure Brawls will give us the probables for this weekend's matchups. But I don't think they've announced a Sunday starter, which I believe would be Imai's start. So
that is correct.
I kind of went off on a tangent, but hey, great game by the Astros as far as like, again, this was another game that they fought. Now, again, this was a game that Anaheim handed to the Astros, but guess what? You gotta win those games that when the other team gives you opportunities, you got to just take them. So real quick, before I hand off the Brawls, again, hats off to Espada for not leaving Imai in there to get absolutely clobbered or give up 9 runs in the first 2 minutes. All right, Brawls, tag you're in.
Yeah, no, you literally took exactly what I was going to say out of my mouth, man. I agree. It's the last time we saw Imai, he had his best start ever in a Houston uniform, and it looked absolutely fantastic. And, I thought he looked bad in the first inning, but at the same time, we're used to just letting him, knock off that bad inning and then go into it, and then hopefully he's going to settle down, and then maybe a spot will pull him once, 5 runs are on the board. He wasn't playing that. You are 100% right. He saw 2 runs go by. We had runners on the corners, 2 outs, and he's like, nope, I am getting you out of here. So he went bulled him, and thank God Javier, who last time he was out looked absolutely terrible, came in and was just absolute nails. So it was a reversal of roles for these 2 pitchers. Chris, I really do like that that piggyback kind of idea. Keep these guys together as kind of a tandem, and then see what's going to actually, play out with it. Is Imai going to be the starter, and then you have Javier back him up, or are you going to have Javier start there for a little bit and then have Imai come and back him up? So either way, I think that's a fantastic idea. I had actually, until you said that, I had never even thought about something like that. So that's absolutely fantastic. But let's talk about the story of this game. The story was in the 8th and the 9th inning, which, thank goodness, I went to bed right after the 7th inning. As soon as the commercial break was from the 7th to the 8th inning, I'm like, all right, that's it. It's late. I'm tired. I got to go to work. And, of course, I woke up, and then what did I do? I watched the last 2 innings because my phone had about 35 text messages on it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? I was like, oh, that's what happened. And you're right. It was like little league. I mean, we're talking like 8U little league plays out there. The second baseman with the ball going like right between the legs couldn't get his glove down on the ground. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And this guy gets paid to be a professional? Really? But anyway, it was timely hitting. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to, just go and put all this on the Angels, but it was very timely hitting. We did get some help with some errors, and, they had a late comeback, which, let's be honest, I know I put Crawford Damas back there as my name, but the Angels helped me out with that. So I'll take it any way I can get it. PK, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, that they helped, because it helped you, hit that stretch of correct predictions. The thing here was that you kind of got owned. Like we talked about it with Luke on the previous Thursday, and with the way the rotation was setting up for Anaheim with Detmers and Urania and whoever was going, whoever
Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez. And so, Detmers has been disgusting. I mean, like he's probably going to be moved, I would think, right? Urania is young, but he's filthy. So, I mean, look, Urania still went six innings of 2-hit baseball, right? He shut you down. I mean, he shut you down. And then their bullpen, I mean, for the most part, did until the unearned runs in that ninth inning, a four-run ninth. To the lead, and then Hader coming in doing Hader things, coming in and locking it down again. So, look, dude, Pena continues. I mean, he only went 1 for 5, but he did have 2 runs. Alvarez still did Alvarez things, and then Taylor Trammell in this game went yard. That's how you got on the board in the 4th inning. He hit a bomb, and then like when you watch the game, what was awesome about this whole series was that I think they had the volume up on the boom mics by home plate, so every hit sounded like you were playing MLB The Show,
dude. Yeah,
especially Jordan's bomb on Tuesday's game that we're about to get into.
Yeah,
so,
it's funny you said that, because when I showed Benjamin the replay of the Jordan's home run, he literally said, "Dad, that's like when you hit a perfect on MLB The Show." I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. That's the first thing I saw, because I was late to that game also, so I missed the live home run. I had to go back and watch it. But yeah, so Tuesday you get in there, you have PD Pete, man, PD Pete on the hill, against Reed Detmers, right? And so PDP goes 5, 7 hits, 2 runs, 6 Ks. Detmers is 5 innings of 2-run baseball. He had 9 Ks, and he gives up the 2 bombs. But your bullpen in this game, 4 guys pitched, 4 innings, and they had 5 Ks. That's how this game. That was this game, right? We just talked about it. Jordan's bomb off of Detmers on Tuesday was a freaking like rocket. It was a beautiful sound on the replays and everything. So not a lot of offense in this game, but what you had was something that we've seen before, where like the Astros can win in different ways. And when they have their right bullpen come together at the right time, their starter really only need to go 5 innings. So another outing for Lambert that kind of cements him, as like just our most consistent pitcher in our rotation at the moment. And it was good, just good all around game from our bullpen. Walker, Altuve, Jordan, multiple hits. I believe this was the game where Nick Allen got substituted in late and hit a double down the line that ended up leading to the I think it was a single by Alvarez, wasn't it? I think it was a single by Alvarez to play him. This was after they walked him in the at bat before, and then didn't walk him in the next at bat. It makes no sense. That's why you are Anaheim. So guys, what do you have for the Tuesday Anaheim game?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, like, I thought that the Astros didn't really match up well against Reed Detmers. He's had a lot of success against the Astros, but as we've learned this whole entire season, you never turn your back on PDP Lambert. I mean, so
That's right.
I was a little disappointed that I don't think Lambert got the decision, because I thought he pitched an excellent game, especially what you're expecting out of him. And then again, like Jordan, I mean, Jordan is this is probably would have been the most unbelievable seasons I've seen a Houston hitter have, as far as not just the average, but we're seeing him hit. It's just like I can't tell you the last Houston hitter that I've seen where anytime he comes up to hit, like I literally, I'll stop and I'll say, "Hey, Benjamin, you may want to watch this because he may hit a home run." And it's like 8 times out of 10, that's what happens. The bullpen's been great. I mean, like I was sitting here, like kind of thinking, like in prior seasons, we've seen the Astros either they get off to a hot start and then they kind of like slow down. I don't know. Maybe we were all tripping way too early. Maybe the Astros did one of those reversing's that we spoke about last season, where they're starting to get hot at the right time, and it's one of those runs that they can go on where they can overcome the division, and then they can win the division. I know it was kind of hard to see this advance ahead, a month and a half ago when they're 8 games under 500. Multiple pitchers can't make it past the first 2 innings. But yeah, man, this is one of those games, like you said, man, they find ways to win. And again, another great call by Espada, bringing in Nick Allen. He comes in, gets a double, like you said. Jordan knocks him in. And again, thank you to Anaheim for continuing to pitch to Jordan when the game's anywhere somewhat close. I mean, I don't see why any pitcher pitches to, or any team pitches to Jordan when the game is close. I mean, unless you're up by 8 runs, pitch to him. But if it's within 2 or 3, I would just walk him. But hey, thanks for Anaheim for being Anaheim.
That's right.
So I want to start this out with the pitching. And the one thing that I will say about the pitching is my son Colt came up with the best nickname for Lambert. And I'm not going to call him Petey Pete anymore. It is Lamborghini. I love it. So anyway, Lamborghini was out there throwing, and let me tell you, we sung his praises so many times it doesn't matter. So, we all know what he did. He did really well. But the one thing that impressed me the most with this was the bullpen. The bullpen gave up 0 earned runs. They did give up a run in the 9th. It was unearned due to an error. But at the same time, hey, look, what are you going to do? So anyway, between that and yes, you're right. With Kurt Suzuki deciding that he's going to pitch to Jordan Alvarez, he should have his head examined. I don't know. What are you going to do? I mean, it's not like, the bases were full and this and that. And, there was no way he can get around it. Like, he had an opportunity to do it, but he just decided to pitch to him. So anyway, poor choices. And if you logged on to MLB.com yesterday morning, the very first thing that was under the Astros taglines was, pitching to, it was from Kurt Suzuki. It was like trying to pitch to Jordan Alvarez is a nightmare. And yes, it is. He has been a nightmare all season. And yes, in my opinion, this has been the only thing I can possibly compare this to from an Astro, like you were talking about, Chris, is possibly the Bagwell season that got cut short because of the
the strike.
Season.
The strike.
Because of the strike. Yeah, that is the only thing I can think of. And the fact that he's been able to do this now through 110 games, forget about it, man. I mean, he's already, surpassed what Bagwell was able to do. So I'm excited to see what he's going to do for the last 52 games. And I honestly think that we need him and Pena to go through, give us that push, and push us through to win this division. So anyway, that was a great game from a pitching standpoint. I agree and disagree with you on the Espada thing in this game particularly, but he did end up managing his way out of this, which he has done a better job as of late. And it felt like he managed his way out of games previously. So if he's managing himself into wins now as opposed to out of wins, listen, I'll take it all day.
Yeah. Okay. So here's devil advocate to that. Here's my devil advocate.
Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, but listen, but like Houston goes on and makes a playoff berth, right? Whatever it is, whatever capacity, wild card, AL West, right? And Espada makes these moves in this last, how many games did you say? 57, 56, something like that?
52.
52.
We're 55 and 55.
He makes these, not incredible, but like normal managerial decisions in the last 52 games. And then you make the playoffs, they're going to bring him back. And then you're going to have the same BS that you had like early on, where like Chris, you said like Imai is going to stay out he has to work through the no control. He has to put the goon squad on Sunday 110s and Wednesdays at 110, not go for the sweeps when you need the sweep, and have your ace on the hill, but you've got your AAA lineup out there. And I'm not advocating for him to get fired. I'm just saying this is
you are.
It's as fair as like we bitch and we were going to moan about Espada, and he does like 2 things good in one series, and we're back on the track. Now that's the way this thing goes. That's the way this thing goes, because we're always. I mean, look, I'm the first one to say, like, I'm pissed off half the time during each game, and then I'm pumped by the end. Whenever they win. Now I'm ready for Friday's series. Just talking crap to. I tagged this dude with the Rangers, like he never responds, and that's cool. Like I just tag him on all the good, trash talk. Like I'm ready for Friday. So let's not give Espada too much praise. At least that's what I'm saying.
I didn't say he should win freaking manager of the year. All I said was that he's managing with a little bit more sensibility than he has before. And again, they could make the playoffs. They could absolutely crap the bed, and then Espada's gone. I mean, again, if they bring Espada back, they can just bring him back on a 1-year deal, and then we're doing all this all over again. I mean, all I said was that, hey, I noticed the questions of his decisions were less than usual.
That's because his ass is hot. That's why it's on the hot.
And that could be it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say he should be crowned the greatest manager of all time. All I said was
Let me give you a good analogy. It's the analogy on this is he's like Brian Abreu right now. It's, Brian Abreu for right now, he's kind of throwing good baseballs, but he could be working a Discount Tire in about a month. You never know.
He did go inning and third on yesterday's game. Like it didn't look
there's the layup.
Didn't look too bad. Let's get into the last game of the series. You go for the sweep. When was the last time, honestly, like you can remember an Astros sweep this season?
The Red Sox.
Series 2 of the season. That was the last. Like after you got to 500 was the first time you were 500 since like April, really since the Red Sox series. Because after that you started losing.
Is that the last time they were at 500? Was the Red Sox series?
Well, they were
the Oakland series.
You were 8-5.
It was April. I know that for sure.
That's insane. That is freaking insane.
What did we do with Anaheim to open the season?
I think it was 2-2. We split.
Okay.
Yeah. So then it was a 4-gamer. You're right.
Okay, so then we swept Boston. So 5-3 was the last. That time. 5-3.
Yeah.
5-2. Sorry. It's been a minute. Like it's been a minute, dude. And these clowns, for as much crap as they get from not just us, but like any fan, right? Like have fought their way back to 500 within half a game of the damn division. And dude, you take care of Tampa when they came to town. Like you didn't against Baltimore, right? But you go to Chicago and you handle that. Chicago I think they just beat New York today, right? The White Sox, they split that series. And then here you go, sweeping Anaheim, setting up this massive weekend. And I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm telling you, I'm so freaking pumped for tomorrow.
It's night. Like, can we just, spoiler alert, they swept the Angels. Can we move to the Rangers now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hayden was next.
Guys, spoiler alert.
Hayden was next. He pitched last night. That was the big thing for last night. On top of winning. But he hadn't pitched in 400-something days, they said, right? He didn't look too good coming out in that first inning.
He was nervous.
Yeah.
Super nervous. I'm surprised he didn't drop the ball on the mound for a balk. Like, that's how nervous he was.
I was going to say that I give him a massive – I need to go on vacation more, but I'm giving a lot of people kudos. But the way he bounced back after that first inning – because how many innings did he end up going? I think he went like another 2.
5 and 2.
He went 5 1/3. Yeah. So if you look at what he did, what he gave up in the first inning, he gave up 2 runs in the first, was a little wild, and then I guess that's where the nerves kind of came off, and he just kind of calmed down. And that's the difference between him and Imai. He's been able to calm down. So you know what? Hats off to Wisniewski for battling back after a very nervous first inning. All right. Spoiler, they swept.
Yeah, they win. Sousa pitches. Abreu gets a save. And
PK's man, Sousa's back.
He's back, bro.
Well, and thank you, Angels bullpen.
And thank you, Angels bullpen. Yeah. 7-4 is your final on that one. Let's see what happened here. Diaz goes yards, Pena goes yard, and
dude, Pena's been on a tear.
He is destroying baseball. Destroying baseball.
Money.
Every time he gets a home run, he keeps just increasing his contract, his value.
Go ahead and trade him now. Trade him now.
Real quick before we move on, because I'm ready to move on. Lucas Spence, are you done with that experiment?
I think he's just here until they trade for an outfielder. I think that's what it is. That's kind of what I figured. I mean, because I did like the way he came out of the gate. He did a better job working accounts. Now that's kind of fell off. I just feel like the Astros aren't going to send somebody down to call somebody up for 2 days until they trade for an outfielder. So I think Spence is in the lineup until whatever outfielder they acquire. I'm pretty much done with him.
Jake McCarthy gets here. Is that what you're saying?
Or Kevin Biggio gets here.
He's Dana Brown's Ant-Man of the Avengers.
They would have brought Kevin up if they're not bringing him up. I don't know what he did.
Dude, I think, honestly, I feel like it was a favor to Craig. I think that's what it was. I think Craig might have called him and said, listen, you let Bagwell sign Montero and Abreu. Bro, you can sign my kid to a minor league deal. And he's probably like, fine, I'm not calling him up. He's like, listen, I don't care. I just don't see how you can't call him up. I mean, again,
yes,
I'm not going to say Biggio's going to come up here and hit 350. He can hit better than Spence is hitting. He can hit better than, what's the guy? What's the guy's name?
Well, Wade. Take your pick. DeCenzo.
Now I understand. Wade's walked 11 times, but I feel like you can get the same production out of Biggio, who plays multiple positions. I was actually talking to somebody on X about John Singleton, about how they could have went back with Singleton, and that's a conversation. Let's get to the Rangers.
Okay, Rangers. So here's the thing. Here's the thing that I love about the Rangers, because they're already scared, and
because they're morons.
That too, and they really buy into this South Oklahoma thing, because this past week they had Oklahoma State night at the ballpark, and I'm like,
are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Freaking idiot. Anyway, so on top of that,
that's how you know you're not really Texas.
That's right. What are we doing?
I mean, there's no way in the world. I don't care if you're a mile from the border of Texas and Oklahoma. You don't have a damn Oklahoma night. That's like you guys are big Longhorn fans. That's like you guys. That's like the Longhorns having a Texas A&M Aggie night at one of your home games.
Yeah,
that shit would never happen. What are we doing?
Yeah.
No, you're on the right side of the Red River, man. Come on.
That's right.
Just get with the program, dude.
That's right.
Jeez.
But as long as they don't get the program, it makes for really good takes and good posts on X. So just stay you, Dallas, DFW. But yeah, so what they did was they pushed back Evaldi so that he opens up tomorrow against Bryles. Who are the probables for the series starting tomorrow?
Oh, I cannot wait to get into this series. All right, Friday, guys, get your popcorn ready, because this is going to be the highlight of the entire weekend. Evaldi, 10-8 with a 4.05 ERA, which this season and maybe a little bit last season the Astros have struggled with, but this time, guess what? He's coming to H-Town, so good luck with that. Against the Diesel, that's right. He is not the unleaded
Diesel.
He's not the regular leaded. He is the Diesel. Hunter Brown, 2-1 with a 3.5 ERA. Dude was lights out last time, so this is going to be your highlight. All right, let's go to Saturday. Jacob deGrom, 7-6 with a 3.67 ERA against your man off of Tommy John, Ronel Blanco, 0-1. And he's got over a touchdown ERA with an 8.10. And then Sunday, you've got Kumar Rocker, 4-8 with a 4.03 ERA against, once again, our favorite pitcher, TBD.
which
So,
will be Terry
gentlemen,
Scoobel.
We're gonna tee off on Kumar.
Let's hear it.
Tee off on Kumar. Look, so here, okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, so I'm going to take tomorrow night with Hunter Brown. I'll take Sunday with our favorite TBD pitcher. It's not that I'm not okay with Ronell on Saturday. I think it's just, I mean, DeGrom, last time we faced him in Houston, blew the doors off the stadium against him, right? I really want to go sweep, but that's like Uber Homer, right? Uber Homer. And like, that's not my name. That's Chris's name. Chris in turn will take the Rangers to beat us anyway. But I am going to, I'm going to go 2-1 Houston, right? I like the Hunter Brown. The Nathan Eovaldi, like he really kind of owns us, when he pitches. And so that should be a fantastic game on Apple TV, by the way, if y'all didn't know.
Oh, damn it.
It's on Apple TV. So you have that, man. And I really want Ronell to like kind of piggyback off how he had a fairly good start for him there. I think it was in Chicago. It was his last start, right? Might have stayed in one inning too long from Espada, even though Chris is drinking the Espada tea. But
I'm not saying anything nice about anybody anymore.
But I think Chris has a take on who our TBD pitcher for Sunday might be. So I'm going to go 2-1 Astros.
Terry Scoobel. All right. All right. So
a lot cooler.
All right. This is the one time I'm going to allow it. So if there's anybody under the age of 18, you might want to earmuff it. I'm going to say fuck the Rangers. Astros are sweeping. We have the momentum coming off of the Angels sweep. The Rangers are kind of, pitter pattering. The guy they just traded for, they just sent him down to AAA. So awesome. So they just got a new reliever. I think Dana's going to cook, man. Dana knows that his shit's on the line right now. I got a feeling, and it probably won't be Terry Scoobel. It'd be really cool though. But
really cool.
I'm drinking the Astros Kool-Aid from now. I think we're on a roll. The only thing I kind of worried about is that the Rangers kind of started not pitching the Jordan, but you know what? I'm going to go Astros sweep. We run the momentum. I'm like 96 games under 500 in our prediction, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm all in. Astros are going to sweep the Rangers and then pull off a fantastic trade deadline.
Woo! Woo! Man, that's Chris coming out hot. I like it. All right, so here's kind of what I'm thinking. I am thinking that Ronel Blanco still doesn't have it, and I think this is going to be the end of his experiment. So I'm going 2-1 Astros. I'm going to also say that Jock Peterson eats bananas for the shape, so don't expect him to do anything on the offensive side for the Rangers. And Hunter Brown's going to cook on Friday. And then that TBD on Sunday is very, very interesting. I like what Chris was talking about earlier with that Javier Imai back-to-back piggyback like little tandem. I don't know if they're going to actually be able to plan that, but at the same time, one of those it's got to be Javier, right? It's got to be Javier that's going to be coming out and pitching that. So if that is the case, and he looks like the Javier that we saw during that Angels series, there's no way I can say, that we're going to lose that game. And PK, to your point, Kumar Rocker, dude, you're a dead man walking every single time you come into Houston. They are going to tee off on him like you cannot imagine. So here's my other prediction. Sunday, take the over. I don't care if it's 12. Take the over on Sunday because it's going to happen.
I think the only thing that would make this series better is if they if they still had Adolis Garcia and he wore one in the dome. That would be about the only other thing that could make this better.
While he's wearing his shorts.
Yes.
Who is the new Adolis for them?
Jock Peterson.
Well,
he's the one that
he's not new. I mean, he's been
he's the most annoying one.
He's such a douche. I mean, douche isn't even doing him justice.
Dude,
he needs a dump.
He takes a dump after he showers. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy that signed with them. It's time for the Rangers to win the division. And I don't think he's hit over 200 in the 2 years he's been with the Rangers since. So
Wyatt Langford mashes though too, but he's not a doucher. He's just a good ball player. Yeah, Jock Peterson needs.
Yeah,
to wear
Jock
one.
Peterson. He needs to wear one.
Yeah, he needs to wear one.
That's when you.
I'm ready, dude. God, I'm freaking ready.
That's when you're up 8-0, and then you bring in Abreu. He gives up 2 runs, and you're just like, all right, I just need you to bean Josh Peterson, and then let's fight him. Let's fight him.
What if you just do it first pitch? Just do it first pitch.
Well, Jock Peterson's not going to lead off. He's not going to lead off.
I'm pretty. He was leading
Peterson
off.
doesn't lead off.
He was in the beginning of the season. He's not now.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's fair. Okay, first at bat then.
I like it. Bean it. Bean him. He's probably going to be Wyatt Langford though. So.
Yeah, like Wyatt Langford, he can ball, man. He's got a bum ankle though, so you need to hit balls down the line and left to make him run. But he still tracks him down. He's a good ball player. Wyatt is.
Yeah, I mean he's good. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think the only guy I'd be okay with would be Peterson. I mean, and the good thing is that if you beat him, and if he, like, let's say he leads off the third, he ain't stealing.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's all I'm saying. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm going to be available all weekend for any type of trade stuff that goes down. I may just stream for 48 hours straight and just not sleep and just
let's do it.
Have a bunch of just refreshing the old Twitter machine.
This is your Christmas time.
This is probably one of my second favorite days of the year. I think I enjoy this more than Christmas.
Speaking of which, guys, I mean, definitely follow us on X because we're going to be throwing out stuff. I guarantee you between now and the Monday deadline, all over the place, whether it's going to be breaking news, whether it's going to be like whatever predictions we might have. I know I am. I know these two guys are. So anyway, keep an eye on it because it's definitely going to be fun to watch it until we hit that deadline, 5:00 on Monday afternoon.
Yeah. Hey, and you know what?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what, man? I'm here at the house by myself all weekend. I may just hop on every night and we'll may do some special Astro Rangers game recaps.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down.
Even if they lose,
I'll be tubing the pre so you won't be able to catch me.
Even if they lose, we'll do it. That'll be the one that we have to put a parental advisory sticker on before we
that's right.
Before we go on.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I mean, I know I took 2-1 Astros, so like that loss, whatever loss that is, like, yeah, it's going to be one of those where it's just like every cuss word that you can think of. So I was listening to, we're about to get out of here. MLB Tonight was on before the big inning tonight showed, and they were talking about Luke Weaver from the Mets, the reliever. And would you make a move for him to shore up your bullpen? It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a top 15 prospect in your organization.
No.
He's controllable for another year.
No. I mean, one, yeah, I don't see it. I mean, and I've seen a lot of crazy trades being thrown around. Like, who was it on MLB Network? DeRosa was talking about his
hero.
He's a freaking idiot.
God.
No wonder he hasn't won with Team USA.
I mean, like that trade. I mean, the only one I didn't absolutely hate was the Pena trade that he said he wanted to offer Pena to the Red Sox for Witherspoon and Roman Anthony.
Yeah.
So, which I don't hate that. I mean, but DeRosa, I cannot stand DeRosa.
He's a clown. He's a clown.
It's like
the Yankees one. The Yankees trade that he had was asinine. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Oh, we have a question. All right, Mr. Let me get
Cambodian.
My Cambodian 22 wants to know how confident are we that the Astros make the postseason? Well, I mean, I'll start
Rangers series.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, like the thing is that the AL as a whole, not just the West, but especially the West, the AL is wide open. I mean, there's really two teams that's really kind of separated themselves. That would be the Yankees and the Rays. I would say the next tier team would be the White Sox. I mean, but they're still kind of unproven. They have a crap ton of young kids on that team who are not playoff tested, who could very well fizzle at the end. Because I would assume they're going to go out and probably try to add some veteran leadership to that roster. Yeah. I would say probably 85%. I mean, just with what they have now. I don't know, Browns. What do you think?
I'm going 60-40, and call me on Monday at 5:30, and I will adjust that accordingly.
That's right. That's right. I mean, yeah, I think that's about fair. 65-35. Does that math? That maths, right?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
I said 85. Man, I'm telling you, I need to go on vacation a lot more.
Dude, you're still
I'm so much happier.
You're like relaxed and chill now. Everyone does great. Everyone gets a participation award. That's
just go ahead and extend Nick Allen.
Yeah, extend him.
All right. Whoa.
No, I definitely think it. I definitely think. I mean, yeah, I feel comfortable with 65% for sure. I mean, they're playing some really good baseball right now. Houston is. I mean, we all know, we watch it, right? So I mean, it's 8 out of the last 9. I think is what we're at. So yeah, dude, I think they should make the postseason. Now, making the run in the postseason, that's a different story, right? But I think if you go on a heater to end the season, we've talked about it on this podcast several times because, well, us as the Astros fans, we've seen these teams come in on heaters entering the postseason and making a really big run. So we could be that team this year. It looks like we're getting healthier at the moment. These pitchers are getting stretched out, and we'll see, man. It's fun right now, and it's the best time to be on this run because you're at the point where you need to add to your team. You're not selling, obviously, right? You're buying, and you're trying to stack up for the postseason. Now, I don't know.
I got a quick question.
October.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. But I got a quick question. Now that it's July 30th, before we start getting even more over the weekend, do you think the Astros move Nayans or Kevin Alvarez by the trade deadline in order to get a significant piece? You don't think so?
I don't think so, dude. I
think Nayans, yes. I think Alvarez, no.
Oh, man, dude, they're both mashing. I mean, they are destroying baseballs. I think Nayans hit like a 467-foot bomb, 467, like recently.
Yeah, Alvarez too. Alvarez just went deep last night, I think.
Yeah,
last night or the night before for Fayetteville. I feel like you're going to have to come strong if you're going to compete with these other teams.
Okay,
I joke about Skubal, but you're going to have to come hard in the paint. I mean, because you're not going to blow people away with freaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Shea
Are we
Wickham.
on? We're on the rental. We're on the Skubal rental talk now.
I'm saying I'm not talking about rent. I'm not talking about Skubal. I think Skubal is going to go to either Milwaukee, I think, or probably the Dodgers.
LA.
One of the two.
He's going to Dodgers.
Or what the Dodgers can do is save the prospects and just sign them next season. So, but what I'm saying is that like for these other people, like these other players, that I think it's going to cost. I would prefer them not to, but they're not going to get the guys that we're going to slow mo high five each other.
Are you going to trade Bryce Matthews?
Yes,
I'll pack that 100%. Dude's bags. I'll pack that dude's bags. Yeah. Sorry, bro.
About Walker Yannick.
Yeah. Bye.
About Shea Wickham.
Yes. Bye.
Yes. Again, I'll go to Sugarland, pack his shit for him.
Ugola.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yes.
That's tough. Ooh, okay. I would though. Okay. For the right play. Yeah, I'd trade Fleury in a heartbeat.
Pecco.
Ooh, that's the one that's gets me in the feels.
I would probably keep him.
Ooh. Again, it depends. Now, if you get some like stud guy that you have for the next 4 years, yeah, I would. Okay, but you're pretty deep at starting pitching, to be fair.
Yeah, so move a pitcher. Keep Nayans and Alvarez. That's your future. And they're instantly producing as prospects. Instantly.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying I feel like if they're going to compete with some of these other teams that have way better farm systems, I mean,
you mean the 30 other teams, the 29
the
29 other teams.
Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't want to put them. I'm in a positive mood. I'm not trying to say because we have the. I was just trying to say that they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to swing.
Alvarez and Nayans should be no-goes. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's a deal. To me, they're no-goes. I like that you're deep at minor league starting pitching though, so that you can, make those moves there. Because pitching, we talk about it. That's gold. Young pitchers. I mean, like that's going to make the needle move on a deal.
I think if you could move Walker, that'd be fantastic too.
Be a lot cooler. It'd be pretty good.
We will see. Wait till Monday night.
I traded Paredes and DeZenzo to the White Sox for Colson Montgomery. It'll be the show. That'd be cool. He plays third now for me.
Yeah. Too bad it's not going to happen in real life.
It's not? Okay. Well, it happened.
All right, we need to wrap this up.
It's really difficult in the middle of the show. All right.
These people are like, I don't listen to these assholes talk about their MLB The Show.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another episode. That's later on. All right, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Cambodia. Thanks for Cambodian. Yeah, I think it was.
Cambodian 22.
Yeah. Huge series starting tomorrow. Man, I'm so ready. I'll be live tweeting. And other guys will be available. They get tagged in everything that I put out. So, man, dude, I'm ready. If you're going to the game, be loud at Dyken Park. Let's get this series win. Let's reclaim the AL West. And then you've got Toronto coming in after that. Got to handle them too. So until then, have a great end of your week. Get ready for the game tomorrow night. I'm PK, Homer Chris, Crawford Damas. Talk to you tomorrow.
Welcome,
baby.
Astros 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you for shipping in. Astros Flag Tour. Thank you for getting in. Cambodian 22. Thanks for getting in. And Kano 3454. Thank you for the contributions.
Absolutely, it makes the episode so much better.
Oh, Sean Hicks, didn't want to miss you, man. Got you too.